What's up guys, right behind me here we have the 2024 Chevy Silverado EV. This is the WT edition, which stands for work truck. I'm going to show you guys the exterior and interior and why there's some things I really don't like about this truck. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right to it. And one thing I do like about this truck is the way it looks. I mean, just look at this thing. It looks very modern. You can definitely tell that this is an EV truck. And she looks beautiful in white. Looks kind of like a stormtrooper. This is definitely something a stormtrooper would drive. But yeah, let's get a closer look. I really like the front grille. You have a huge Chevrolet insignia right in the front, a closed grille, LED headlights, LED fog lights, huge wheels, and these are, let me see if I can find the size. So these are 18-inch alloy wheels. You have the Silverado badge right here on the side with the EV insignia right there. Huge windows. You get keyless entry on this truck, of course, as any other modern vehicle. Charging port is right over here. There you go. Right here you have the insignia that says this is the WT. And right under the truck, you have your spare tire. That's your spare tire right there. You have these steps over here to help you get into the back of the truck. Rear view camera is right there. Let's take a look at the bed. So this is the bed. There's no liner or anything like that. But if we open the door, you have all your switches right over here. You have 120 volt outlets. And that's pretty much it. No hidden compartments or anything like that. You have this hole here. I'm not sure what that's for. But yeah, that's pretty much the exterior. Oh, of course. How can I forget? You have your shark fin antenna right there. But beautiful truck, huge truck. I don't know if the video does it justice, but it's pretty big truck. Yeah, this truck is huge, guys. It weighs almost 9,000 pounds. It also costs about $80,000 if you buy it brand new, and it has a towing capacity of 10,000 pounds. The thing that sets this truck apart from other rivals like the Ford Lightning is the range. This thing will do 450 miles on a full charge, and that's amazing. All right, let's take a look at the interior. Keyless entry, as I mentioned before, but you have this very nice door panel, mostly plastic and rubber, but it feels very nice to the touch. You have your standard window and lock buttons, 2 cup holders, and a little bit of storage. Right here you have your speaker, normal door sills, leather seats. They feel very nice and premium. Now check this out. This is where things start to get weird, and it's with the seats. Somehow the seats don't really have a height adjustment. So you have this lever over here that raises the back and forth. You have another lever right here to move the seat back and forth, like so, and this one like so. So basically the seats, both the driver and the passenger, they're fixed on that height. You cannot raise the seat, you cannot lower the seats. It's crazy to me. Even if this is the work truck edition, even if it's the base model, you need to put a, you know, a height adjustment on the seats. Like that really killed it for me, Chevrolet, and I hope you fix it on the next model year. But other than that, the seats feel very nice. You have your AC vents right over here. You have some buttons to open the front, your parking brake, and some other buttons. Your towing brakes button. But when you climb in, you have a very nice, simple steering wheel. It looks very nice. It's rubber, not leather, but it feels very nice to the touch. You have your cruise control buttons on the left and the media buttons on the right. There's no paddle shifters or anything like that for regen. You have your windshield wipers on the left and your gear selector on the right. And in the middle, you have this very nice screen, not too big, not too small. This car is brand new. It only has like 76 miles, as you can see. I'm not that big of a fan with the graphics here. They're not really my cup of tea. You have your infotainment right over here. As you guys can see, you have two separated rectangular screens. I don't know what's with the automakers making the screens like this. I saw it on the Hyundai Sonata, I believe. I saw it on the Ford Mustang, and now I'm seeing it on this truck. I miss the old days when the infotainment system was just incorporated into the panel. Further down, you have your AC vents. Your AC controls are very nice and simple. They feel very nice to the touch. And over here, you have this huge storage space with two USB-C. There's no wireless charging or anything like that. But man, this thing is deep. I mean, look at that. You can definitely, you know, if you have your gun, you can definitely put your gun there. But I feel like they could have put like a, you know, like one of those little doors that open and close to cover all your belongings. But yeah, no, they didn't do that. But perfect space for your gun. If you own a gun, you could put there maybe like a Colt 1911, you know, a true man's handgun. Unfortunately, I just have my Glock 26 today. But yeah, another storage space right over here. Perfect for your gun as well, as you can see. Although it might slide back and forth, you know. But yeah, going further down, you have two cup holders, a little bit of storage right there. And then you open your armrest and you have some more storage. There's no plugs in here. There's no USB, no 12-volt outlet or anything like that. It's just bam, just an empty space. Of course, you have a little bit of storage right over here as well. Glove compartment, you have all your manuals and whatnot. And there's no sunroof, at least not on this specific model. You have your sun visor with a light. And that's pretty much it. And did I forget to mention that this truck makes 510 horsepower and 615 foot-pound of torque? That's amazing on an $80,000 electric work truck. All right, but let's take a look and see what we get in the rear seats. Going into the rear, you have two cup holders just like you get in the front door panel. Same thing, combination of rubber and plastic. You also have that nice side step that runs all throughout the side of the truck. Seating capacity for 3 adults. There's no center armrest or anything like that. You have a storage pocket behind the driver's seat and the passenger seat. You also have a light and some hooks. And in the back you have 2 AC vents, a little bit of storage, 2 USB Type-C, and a 120 volt outlet right there. So more storage. You can also raise the seat for more storage right under the seats. As you can see, the whole floor is rubber, although you can put floor mats if you would like to. But let's go ahead and open the front compartment. To open the front compartment, you just press this button right here. And you just lift up. And you have plenty of storage right over here with a light. You have your jack right there. You have some floor mats if you want to put floor mats on your truck, and your charging cable. You also have a 120 volt outlet right here, your washer reservoir, and that's pretty much it. And to close, you just lower the hood, and it's a soft close. There you go. Yeah, it's just the fact that there's no truck bed liner in the seat. That's the only thing that kills this truck for me. It's the only thing that makes me not want to buy it. But other than that, I really enjoy driving the truck, and I really love the way it looks. All right, so now that I show you guys the exterior and interior of this truck, we're gonna take it for a drive just to see how good she does on the road. Okay, so this is the key of the Chevy Silverado. Looks like a regular key. As long as you have the key with you, the truck will go. There's no power button or anything like that. You just gotta buckle your seatbelt, put it in drive, and it goes. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So I am buckled up. Let me adjust the seat a little bit. All right, let's take it for a drive. It is a very quiet truck. And like I mentioned earlier, the only thing I don't like is the fact that the seat, it is very low to the floor. I wish I could raise the seat a little higher, for sure. Other than that, the truck is very quiet, rides very comfortable. And I mean, you can tow up to 10,000 pounds with this thing, you know? And you know, you look cool doing it because as you can see, the exterior of this truck looks amazing. And yeah, this being a brand new truck with only 77 miles on the odometer, the power is reduced, so we're not getting the full 510 horsepower. But right now we're coming up to the street. We're gonna step on it to see how quickly she picks up. But like I said, the truck hasn't reached the braking period, so the power is reduced. You can only go up to 120 miles per hour. Trust me, I know, I've tried, and it won't go any higher than that. But yeah, let's step on the gas. Should I say gas? Let's step on it here on the road and see how quickly she picks up. So right now I'm doing 18 miles per hour. All right, I'm stepping on it. Listen to that noise. Oh, it still picks up pretty quickly. 90. That's 100. Oh yeah, it goes, guys. And we reached 120, and it won't go any higher than that. But even though the power is reduced, it's still a pretty quick truck. All right, no complaints. It's crazy because you can definitely feel that you're moving a 9,000 pound pickup truck to the streets. And it's also crazy that a 9,000 pound pickup truck moves this fast. And that's not even as fast as it goes. But yeah, pretty amazing truck. I really like it. Again, and I'm gonna say it again, and I'm gonna say it as many times as I want, and I can, is the fact that the seat height is very low and it feels very uncomfortable, and it's the only thing that's killing this truck right now for me. Other than that, it's amazing, and yeah, I really enjoy driving it. All right, guys, so that is it on the 2024 Chevy Silverado EV work truck. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe for more car content. And thanks for watching. I'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Peace out.